All right, hello and welcome to the 10-minute feature. I am your lovely host, Barbara Walters. Today we have the great Isa Guzman here, ready to read some wonderful, wonderful poetry for you. I'm going to go right into the bio. Isa Guzman is a poet and recent Brooklyn College MFA graduate from Los Sures, Brooklyn, dedicating their work to the hardship, traumas, and political struggle within the Boricua diaspora. Isa helps lead several projects, including the Títere Poets Collective, the PanCon Títeres Poet Podcast, La Esquina Open Mic, and La Cocina Workshop. They have published their work through several magazines, including the Acentos Review, The Bridge, Public Seminar, and also appears in several anthologies, such as The Other Side of Violet, Birds Fall Silent in the Mechanical Sea, and the Breakbeat Poets volume, Latinx. You can follow them through social media at Isa_writes. It's Isa Guzman.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Great Weather for Media, for inviting me. I am happy to be featuring here, and I think I'm just going to head right into my set. I am, at least over the past couple of days, I've been really focusing on my transness. I've had many recent days of euphoria. I've just gotten past my year anniversary on HRT, and I've just been really feeling myself as of late. So all the poems tonight are going to be focused around that, and I want to start off in a rather mournful place, and I want to get into a happy, elated place. My first two poems are night poems. The idea of the night poems came out of Aracelis Gourmet's poem to Henry Dumas called Night for Henry Dumas. I use the night poems as a kind of reflection on the mourning of those who have passed away due to some kind of violence via society. In this case, for Henry Dumas, it was via police violence. The two poems I'm about to read, the first one is called Night for Venus Extravaganza. Night for Venus Extravaganza. Venus Extravaganza, 1965 to 1988. Did not die of old age surrounded by her chosen family, nor on stage in strut motion, but was strangled at 23 by an unknown John. Will be choked and stuffed under a bed December 21st, and another hustle gone wrong by an unknown John in a sleazy motel, slinging love and thinking about her next dress. How much for her next meal? When will the next gig be? Where was the last place she slept? And is, right now, choked. Happening yesterday. Happened tomorrow. Will happen now, under the city and above the city. At the Duchess Hotel in New York, Baltimore, Humacao, Chihuahua City, Alabama, Texas, Sioux Falls, Park de la Ciudadela, New Orleans, Ithaca, San Antonio, Charlotte, Bushwick, Colorado, Times Square, Point Breeze, Colum, Miami, Atzleco, Taubaja, above which the sky swings down a runway of song, which sings, walk me into heaven, or follow me home, to Hector, to Angie, and Lorena, and Sonia, and Amanda, and Brandon, and Letitia, and Sweet Maria, y Agnes, y Yampi, y Serena, y Layla, y Alexa, and the countless of other trans women and men of whom the night becomes their name. And the night grows thicker with every name. So thick, one could tailor an infinity of suits, an infinity of dresses. I swear to wear each one of them and sing myself into our truths. Thank you. The next poem is for a recent victim, Ellie Che. They passed away due to accidental drowning, but they just got back into the city out of the UK to start HRT because it was very difficult for them to get HRT in the UK. And they were struggling. They had a GoFundMe. They were doing their thing. So I had to write a night for her. Night for Eliche. Eliche. April 10th, 1997 to 2020. Did not die at the ripe age of 35, but was swept by Atabe's waves at 23. Will be embraced by Yemaya on August 31st, who kept the earthly pearl of her life and made her infinite too soon. While Ellie likely thought about next month's rent, or how much the next procedure would be, or what grief or elation the process as her body changes into herself. Sorry, I hear the sirens in the background. As her body changes into herself and is right now submerged in happenings yesterday, what happened tomorrow, what will happen now, under and above the night. Her face joins the faces of Alexa and Durston Parker and Yampi Arroyo and Monica Diamond, Lexi, Johanna Metzger, Serena Ramos, Leila Sanchez, Penelope Ramirez, Nina Pop, Heli J, Toma McDaddy, Rami Fells, Raya Milton, and Rajan Thomas, Serena Reyes Hernandez, Brian Powers, Brayla Stone, Mercy Mack, Shaki Peters, Bray Black, Summer Taylor, Marlene Cesares, Dor Ova, Keisha Hardy, Aja Roan Spears, and all the nameless others this year has claimed and will claim. And Ellie, you own the night in all its waveform, cartilage, and dream space light. You own the night knowing thyself. And you are still becoming. You are still becoming. So now I want to read a few portions of the manuscript I worked on in my Brooklyn College MFA. Shout out to my Brooklyn College people. I know some of y'all are watching. Thank you so much for all the work you helped me through in those 2 years. And I'm just gonna get right into it. These pieces don't have titles to them. They're just gonna go. So here we go. The title of the project is called Puberty Book Ended by Freefall. I think by crossing superstition, break mirror break, risk rendering oneself real should reflect error before writ. Before this is the first time I demand myself glass looking aftershocks. Me converto en lexica break mirror paradigm. What I am trying to be before sending back images, I'm trying to break mirror, involve myself in language here, and body this body. I of two nothings, the times my mother stood in front of mirror mourning the hurried government appointment, powdering cheekbones and shadowing eyelid, attention me boy staring. How does she do that? And swiftly me leans to see her lips, see her paint her lips. Always angry remission. And this time I ask her, could you paint mine too? And she powders my cheeks instead. I think this was meant to be the unhistorical child in arms, presently unwealthed, yet rich in dirt. She could plant me as she did her father. Would I grow in what would fundamentally be unincorporated, a provisional cry dependent on formulas because she couldn't allow her breast to take between the two uselessnesses of touch, the state of this, us? She could bury me in sudden panic. She could bury me and I would not come back. And the last part I'll read from the project. I dream the potentiality word, y Palo Santo, break beat line, break mirror, the silence exploded, this embraced the moment. Puerto Rico, porch nights and fire escapes, this was mi cuerpo, exhausted, exhausting, so haste turns the mind with burnt garlic double helping rice. There were two worlds. Uno, the notebook, class stitching, suicidal ideation, truck stop or the bent over bed, alliteration, secret mirror of the body. And then there was the page, blank wanderlust of dresses, held against morning sunset, with Yo Soy present fully on stage and owning the miracle of my survival, if only imagined. I had been surviving or survived my attempts of the knot in minefield panic moments. They kissed me, freak out, feeling, scribbled on every silence, my silence. And you can imagine it is hard to feel grateful. And yet I am a 14-year-old body who doesn't know its turning heel would approach jubilation. There I dream. I, with my sexile insurrection, every glance away at mirror was a way in saying I would ignore love until it find me. And this founding will happen, is happening, has happened. I am telling you that we, this moment, me, I am alive. One more poem to wrap things up. I just wrote this poem today, so it's still brand new. It is my gratitude poem. And it's my gratitude poem for my year on HRT. It's been a long, hard year, but I'm still here and I'm still going. So I gotta give some, I have to be grateful for that. I am alive. In throat-clung dress of mornings, looking forward to the heightened sensitivity of chest, arms, knees, legs, cheeks, of singing to Kate Bush, to Mitski, to Shaw Williams, to the self in the mirror that is me, eyes widening to the design I draw on steam, for owning the night in the longest embrace, Jasmine, smoking fire escape silence, watching moon in the morning sky. I am alive in walks through Los Sures, with painted black nails, with Jessica, with Iris, with Nuestra Señora de la Santa Muerte, dancing in my mind's vacant oscuridad, toward the poem of East River midday, toward the drunk moments with mi hermanos, Mario, Daniel, Anthony, Rich, Rebel, against wasted nights of burnt sage notes, in the body cut of speaking, of the possibility of living. I am alive, with memories no less than stars, y me vi for the first time in cute mugging mirror gaze, painted lips, y eyeshadow incantations, y la coven gatherings of viejitas at the window, where time bends at the sill, watching the day start over again, to process these feelings, however raw, y sigo viviendo. Thank you so much. Thank you all again for watching this, for inviting me. I just want to say one more thing before I go. Just in general, I just want to say Black Lives Matter. That is the most important thing. Black trans lives matter. And we have to keep doing, we have to keep reciting, we have to keep saying it until something's done in this country. Thank you again. This was fun, and take care.
All right, let's hear it for Isa Guzman. Thank you so much. Your work is so urgent and important.